Hello, I'm Dr. James Bogash, expert in health and longevity and creator of Bogash Life in Balance. And as a chiropractor, this particular study hits home with me because it starts pointing to some of the very few safe options we have during pregnancy. And it also points to the fact that sometimes, well, without a doubt, the less we can do in pregnancy that involves artificial things, the better off we will be. That means all the foods we eat, any medications, whether they're over-the-counter or prescription, there's a time and a place for them, but if we can avoid them, that is always the best answer. And sometimes the drugs that we think that are safe because we are told by our OBGYN or the FDA or the European medication, the EMA, the equivalent of the FDA, they say they're safe, doesn't always mean they're safe. And we're talking about here Paracetamol or acetaminophen or Tylenol. It's a drug that is found in over 600 different prescriptions, both over-the-counter and prescriptive, which is just crazy just how much we've accepted that this drug is okay, despite the fact that its overuse is a leading cause of liver failure in both both in kids and adults. And I've had, not only that, but things like Tylenol PM, I've had a few patients who have gone into kidney failure as a result of that. So understanding that these drugs are generally not safe and we need to use them as little as possible. So this, we've known for a long time that Tylenol during, or acetaminophen use during pregnancy is associated with an increased risk of asthma in kids. And so that's been known for quite a while. Maybe about 3 or 4 years ago, we started getting some signals that maybe attention deficit hyperactivity disorder in children was also linked to acetaminophen use in pregnancy. And this particular review is raising the alarm on altering fetal development. So things like birth defects, and which we're seeing more and more of over the past 10 years or so. And some of this makes sense because we know that in order to break down acetaminophen, because keep in mind it's a toxin to the body and it wants to break it down, we use a compound called glutathione. Glutathione is a really important antioxidant in the body. And if we deplete it by taking in too much of something that our body needs to break it down, so like acetaminophen, Tylenol, Paracetamol, then we can lead to glutathione deficiency, and that may very well be where the kidney and the liver failures come from. As a matter of fact, when somebody tries to overdose on Tylenol in a suicide attempt, they will typically give them something called NAC, N-acetylcysteine, which our body uses to make glutathione to save them. So there's a reason why, some of this makes sense. If we start depleting the mom's ability to protect herself and produce some pretty strong antioxidants, it can create some problems. So the bottom line is that even though we're told that it's safe during pregnancy and it's over the counter, so it's got to be good, it's really not safe during pregnancy, and we need to be very careful with any use. As a chiropractor, my opinion's slightly biased, but we certainly see lots of pregnant women in our office, and there's a lot of things that we can do to provide them comfort in a safe manner so that they can finish out their pregnancy in comfort. So as always, I will post a link to this particular study in the description. Make sure you like this video, share it with somebody who you think needs the information, and subscribe to the channel.